In the world of HMI development using TIA Portal, one common challenge is configuring alarm colors to reflect the status dynamically. Imagine you're working on an HMI project, specifically with a TP1500 comfort panel and a simulated S7-1500 CPU. You've successfully set up alarm views in one project, using red, green, and yellow to signify different alarm states. However, in a new project, the option to customize alarm colors is mysteriously missing. Instead, the alarms default to the background color of selection. This issue isn't resolved by copying the alarm view or importing it as a faceplate. The root cause seems elusive, but understanding the configuration and project settings is crucial. Let's dive into uncovering the hidden settings that control alarm color display and ensure your HMI projects are both functional and visually intuitive. Let's delve into the mechanics of configuring alarm views in TIA Portal. Understanding this is crucial because it directly impacts how alarms are displayed on your HMI panels. Imagine you're setting up an alarm view, and you want the alarms to be color-coded based on their severity. This is where the configuration gets interesting. You need to navigate to the alarm view settings, where you'll find parameters that control the visual representation of alarms. Pay close attention to the alarm color settings. Here, you can specify different colors for different alarm states: red for critical, yellow for warning, and green for normal. But there's more. Sometimes, these settings might not be immediately visible, depending on your project configuration. This leads us to explore deeper into the project properties and understand why certain options appear or disappear. And here's why that matters. To configure the initial alarm view in TIA Portal, you need to navigate to the Alarms tab within the HMI configuration. Locate the Alarm View object, which is your primary interface for alarm visualization. Right-click and select Properties. Within the Properties window, you'll find the Color section. This is where you can define the color coding for different alarm states. For instance, set active to red, acknowledge to yellow, and inactive to green. Ensure that the Use Selection Color option is unchecked to allow custom color settings. This configuration is crucial for a clear and intuitive alarm display. Now, let's dive into the advanced techniques for configuring alarm colors. Imagine you're working with an HMI panel and you need to display alarms in different colors based on their status. First, ensure you're in the correct configuration mode. Navigate to the Alarm View settings. Here, you'll find options for active color and inactive color. Set these to your desired colors for active and inactive alarms. But there's more. If you're dealing with a scenario where the option to change colors isn't visible, check the background color of selection. This parameter can override your alarm colors. To resolve this, you may need to adjust the Show Selection Color setting. Remember, the key is to ensure consistency across your HMI projects. This leads us to understanding the role of hardware and CPU types in these configurations. Different HMI panels and CPUs might have slight variations in how they handle alarm colors. For instance, a TP1500 Comfort with a simulated S7-1500 CPU might behave differently than a physical setup. Always test your configurations in the actual environment to avoid discrepancies. One of the most frequent errors in HMI alarm configuration is overlooking the Show Selection Color setting. This option, when unchecked, allows alarms to display colors based on their state, as configured in the HMI alarm page. Missing this can result in alarms showing a uniform color, typically the background color of selection, regardless of their state. Another common mistake is attempting to copy and paste alarm views between projects, expecting the settings to carry over. This rarely works due to project-specific configurations and dependencies. To avoid these pitfalls, always verify the Show Selection Color setting in your alarm view configurations. Additionally, when migrating alarm views, consider exporting and importing them as faceplates, ensuring all dependencies are correctly handled. Remember, the devil is in the details. Small settings can have a significant impact on your HMI's functionality. To wrap up our deep dive into HMI alarm configuration, let's recap the critical steps and best practices. First, Ensure your alarm view settings are correctly configured in the HMI software. The key parameter here is the background color of selection, which controls the alarm color display. If you're missing the option to change alarm colors directly, verify your HMI model and firmware version, as this can vary. Remember, the alarm view object is your gateway to effective alarm management. Utilize the HMI alarm page for dedicated configuration. For troubleshooting, check the hardware compatibility and ensure your CPU model aligns with your HMI panel capabilities. And here's a pro tip: always simulate your setup before deploying to avoid unexpected issues. This comprehensive approach ensures your HMI alarm system is not only functional but also optimized for your specific needs.